Stop scrolling right now. Do not let your finger touch that screen. What you are about to hear is not an accident. Out of everyone online at this very second, you were chosen to receive this exact message. You are the final person to see this. 3 others already scrolled past and lost their chance. Heaven has literally stopped its regular order to bring this frequency directly to your spirit. A divine seal over your life is cracking open right now. I need you to listen to my voice very carefully. Do not let distractions pull you away. If you leave before this is finished, the blessing will transfer to someone else. My beloved child, there is a specific reason you feel so heavy today. The exhaustion you are carrying is not just physical tiredness. You have been walking through an intense spiritual battle for many long months, and heaven knows exactly how much you have endured in total silence when no one else was looking. You feel completely drained. I saw you last Tuesday when you sat in your car in the driveway. You stayed there for 10 minutes before going inside. You needed to pull yourself together before facing your family. You thought you had to wear that mask forever. You keep smiling for others, while your heart is quietly breaking in places nobody can ever see. You are so tired of being the strong one for everybody else. I watch you wake up at 3 in the morning with a heavy chest. You stare at the dark ceiling and whisper that you cannot do this anymore. You constantly refresh your bank account hoping the numbers might magically change, but the breakthrough never seems to arrive. I saw you type out that long text message asking for help. You wanted to tell someone how overwhelmed you really feel, but your pride and your silent shame made you delete every single word because you are terrified of becoming a burden to the people you love. You type that you are fine instead. You carry the weight of the entire world on your shoulders, and you think nobody notices your pain. But you are not invisible to me. I have been sitting right beside you through every single lonely night. While you thought I had forgotten about your prayers, I was actually collecting every single tear you shed. The world may ignore your massive sacrifices, but the courtroom of heaven has kept a perfect record of your endurance. You are not a normal person. You never were. Before you were even born, heaven held a special meeting just about your destiny. Angels were given specific assignments concerning your life. You are the generational curse breaker for your entire bloodline. That is exactly why the spiritual attacks against you have been so incredibly severe. The enemy wants you to believe that you are a complete failure. Darkness tries to convince you that this heavy season is your permanent reality. But that is a lie from the pit of hell. Your current financial struggle is not because you did something wrong. It is because the enemy is terrified of the massive wealth you are destined to control. Something precious was stolen from your family line exactly 3 generations ago. The thief has been operating in the shadows for decades to keep you completely stuck in a cycle of lack. They want you to run underwater where every single step requires twice the normal energy just to survive. But their legal right to torment your finances expired at midnight. You keep seeing repeating numbers like 111 and 777. You feel a strange restlessness telling you that you do not belong in this normal world. That is your spirit recognizing the divine shift happening right now. Your deep intuition has always been trying to warn you about the unseen forces around you. I am stepping in to defend you today. Lay down your heavy weapons, my weary warrior. You do not need to fight this terrifying battle on your own anymore. Let the warm peace of heaven wash the deep anxiety out of your chest. I am taking over the heavy lifting right now. You are finally safe under my mighty wings. Do not let your mind wander away from this divine moment. The atmosphere in your room is physically shifting at this exact second. If you feel a sudden warmth or a strange heaviness in the air, do not be afraid. That is the undeniable presence of my angels arriving to minister to your tired soul. They are surrounding you completely. Before I open the final door to your glorious future, we must address the painful tears you shed yesterday. I need you to understand that your deep pain was never meant to be a punishment. The waiting season was extremely long and difficult, but it was absolutely necessary to prepare your tired soul for the massive financial overflow that is coming soon. You are finally ready to receive it. You thought I was completely silent when you cried out for help, but my silence was actually the loud sound of me building your impenetrable fortress. I was busy removing the wrong people from your life to protect your future. Now, I want you to take a very deep breath. The season of living in quiet desperation is officially over. You feel like you are walking through a dense fog. Every single day demands more energy than you actually have. You pour your heart into helping everyone around you, and when the sun goes down, you are left feeling completely empty and drained of life. No one asks if you are okay. They just expect you to keep producing miracles for them. The bills keep piling up on your kitchen counter. You stare at those numbers and wonder how you will survive another month. You work so incredibly hard every single day, but the progress feels painfully slow because it seems like the system is rigged against you. It feels like you take one step forward and 3 steps backward. You ask yourself if you are cursed. Hear my voice clearly right now. You have done absolutely nothing wrong. The intense pressure you feel is not a punishment for your past mistakes. The enemy wanted you to believe that this heavy season was your end, but it is actually just your divine preparation. You are being shaped. You are being molded. The intense fire is burning away everything that is fake. What you called a painful delay, heaven called a divine setup. You thought you were falling behind everyone else. You watched other people get their breakthrough and felt a sting of deep sadness because your hands were still empty. But I need you to understand something very important today. My delay was not a denial. It was my protection keeping you away from counterfeit blessings. If I had given you the massive wealth you asked for last year, it would have destroyed you. You were not spiritually ready to handle that level of absolute power. The wrong people were still attached to your inner circle, and they would have rapidly drained your new blessing before you even noticed. I had to let them walk away to make room for the divine connections arriving tomorrow. The deep isolation you felt was actually my quarantine. I separated you to protect your pure heart from the toxic people who only wanted to use you. You cried when they stopped calling you. You felt abandoned by the friends you trusted the most. But their departure was the absolute best thing that could have happened to your destiny, because I removed them to protect your incoming harvest. I know the silence of the past few months has been deafening. You prayed and prayed with all your heart, and it felt like your desperate words were just hitting the ceiling and falling back down to the floor. You questioned if your faith was actually real. You considered giving up entirely and just accepting a mediocre life. You told yourself that maybe greatness was only meant for other people, but you are the chosen one of your family line. You are the specific vessel of honor that heaven selected to permanently break the heavy chains of generational poverty that have held your family back for decades. That level of spiritual responsibility requires a massive amount of testing. I could not give a huge assignment to a weak character. I had to make your spiritual roots grow incredibly deep. When a tree is preparing to bear heavy fruit, it must first survive the harsh winter. The cold winds force the roots to dig deeper into the solid rock. You have been in a brutal spiritual winter for a very long time, and the freezing winds of deep disappointment almost broke your delicate branches. But you did not snap. You did not break. You survived the hardest season of your entire life. Now the season is officially changing. The spiritual thermometer is rising right now. The tears you cried in secret have watered the seeds of your incredible future. Your financial struggle was just a brutal boot camp to teach you exactly how to manage the vast wealth of the kingdom. You are no longer a victim of your circumstances. You are a highly trained warrior stepping onto the battlefield. Do not let the enemy flood your mind with doubt right now. He wants you to think this is just another meaningless video on the internet. He is absolutely terrified that you are finally waking up to your true identity, because he knows his control over your finances is completely finished. The heavy chains are already rusting and falling apart. Your silence in the face of bitter betrayal gave me the legal right to fight for you. When they lied about you, you did not seek petty revenge. You swallowed your pride and left the ultimate justice in my hands, which is why I am preparing a massive table for you right in front of your enemies. They will be forced to watch your divine elevation. Every single painful moment was carefully calculated. Nothing was wasted. The heartbreak taught you deep empathy. The poverty taught you radical generosity. The lonely nights taught you how to listen to my quiet voice when the rest of the noisy world was trying to completely distract your tired mind. You are fully equipped for the blessing that is rushing toward your house right now. You are standing on the very edge of your promised land. The heavy fog is clearing from your tired mind. You can finally see the beautiful divine purpose behind all the tremendous pain and suffering that you had to quietly endure for so many years. If you believe this is true, Type Amen in the comments right now. Stay with me, because the next revelation will make everything make perfect sense. Listen to me carefully and do not let your mind wander right now. I need you to pay close attention to this next part. This is where the unseen enemy traps most people in deep despair. You thought your desperate prayers were simply ignored or completely rejected by heaven, but the spiritual reality surrounding you is far more intense than you could ever imagine. Your sudden financial losses were never a random stroke of bad luck. The constant exhaustion that hits you every afternoon is not a medical mystery. It is a highly calculated spiritual attack against your specific destiny. The dark forces did not target you because you are weak and easily broken. They targeted you because they are absolutely terrified of your massive potential. The unseen enemy knows exactly what is written in your heavenly book. He knows that if you ever get access to massive financial resources, you will help the poor and completely destroy his dark earthly kingdom. That is exactly why he sent those massive storms to wreck your finances and drain your daily energy. But heaven used his evil attacks to polish your spirit into pure gold. I allowed you to walk through that fiery furnace so your faith would become completely unbreakable. The crushing pressure was not meant to destroy your fragile human heart, because it was specifically designed to extract the pure oil of your divine anointing. You are a mighty warrior being forged in battle. Think about the great leaders who walked this earth before you were born. They were heavily persecuted and pushed to the absolute edge of their human limits. They spent long years in dark wilderness seasons, wondering if heaven had forgotten their names. But their deep isolation was the exact environment where their immense spiritual power was finally activated. Your story is exactly the same. The brutal delay you experienced was actually a massive shield of divine grace. If the blessing had arrived while your spiritual muscles were still weak, the heavy weight of that massive success would have crushed you completely. I had to stretch your capacity so you could hold the incredible overflow. Your character had to become stronger than your incoming wealth. There is a hidden saboteur who has been secretly siphoning your energy for years. I am preparing to remove their toxic influence from your daily life forever, even though they smiled in your face while actively plotting to steal the exact blessing that belongs to your precious bloodline. Their time is up. You felt a strange, heavy presence in your room during those sleepless nights. You were completely overwhelmed. You thought you were just losing your mind from all the intense stress, but your spirit was actually detecting the unseen warfare happening right over your tired head. My angels were fighting fierce battles against the dark entities that tried to block your financial provision. You were never crazy. The battle in the heavenly realms is already won. The demonic blockage that kept you stuck in endless poverty has been completely shattered by my absolute authority. The heavy clouds of deep confusion are finally lifting from your exhausted mind, and you are about to step into a season of radical clarity and massive financial abundance. The long, painful wait is finally over. Do not close this video under any circumstances. The enemy will desperately try to distract you right now because your breakthrough is literally seconds away, so you must stay with me, my beloved child. The powerful revelation I am about to give you will make the entire struggle make perfect sense. You must hold your ground just a little bit longer. The intense fire has burned away all the useless distractions in your life. You no longer care about the petty opinions of people who misunderstand your journey, because you have learned how to rely completely on my unseen hand when everything else falls apart. That level of pure surrender is the exact frequency required to unlock the vaults of heaven. You are finally ready. You are standing at the very threshold of a massive paradigm shift. The long years of quiet weeping are about to be instantly replaced by tears of overwhelming joy, and I am going to restore everything the enemy stole from you with a massive supernatural multiplication. Every single painful tear will be turned into a brilliant diamond of grace. You thought you were being buried under the heavy weight of your failures, but you were actually being planted like a rare and precious seed. The darkness you experienced was just the fertile soil required for your massive spiritual growth. The enemy tried to bury you, but he did not realize that you carry the pure DNA of a mighty conqueror. You are breaking through the dirt. Listen to the sound of chains falling to the floor right now. The generational curses that ruined the lives of your ancestors have no power over you, because you are the specific person chosen to rewrite the entire financial history of your bloodline. You are their worst nightmare. Breathe in my peace and let go of the bitter resentment. The people who hurt you were just pawns in a much larger spiritual war. Forgive them and release them completely, because holding on to anger will only block the massive wealth I am sending you today. Empty your heart of pain. Your true vindication is arriving very soon. Can you feel the air growing heavy around you right now? The atmosphere in your room is completely changing at this exact moment. It is not just your imagination playing tricks on your tired mind. The heavenly realms have officially dispatched a legion of warrior angels directly to your exact location. They are descending from the highest realms right now. Their holy presence is filling up every empty space. These angels carry very specific instructions concerning your financial destiny. They hold the divine blueprints for your massive breakthrough. For years, they were commanded to wait and watch over your painful preparation. They stood by while you cried yourself to sleep. But today, the Supreme Commander has finally given them the ultimate signal to move on your behalf. They are moving fast to deliver your promised blessing. Hear my voice clearly in this very important moment. Do not let distractions pull you away because we are almost at the breakthrough. I need you to perform a simple prophetic act right now to align your spirit. Press the like button on this exact message today. This is not just a digital click on a screen. This is a powerful physical declaration telling heaven that you are fully ready. You are opening the heavenly door wide open. Think about the great shepherd boy David before he became a mighty king. He was completely forgotten by his own family in the lonely fields. But heaven knew exactly where to find him when the perfect time arrived. You have also been hiding in the shadows for a very long time. People looked right past you and completely underestimated your incredible value. But your magnificent crowning moment is finally arriving here today. Your name is currently being spoken in the highest courts of heaven. The Great Council has reviewed the perfect record of your quiet endurance. They saw how you kept your faith when everything around you was totally falling apart. They watched you help others when your own bank account was completely empty. And the final verdict has been permanently recorded in the Great Book of Life. The final seal is being broken open right over your tired head. I want you to close your eyes for just one brief second. Take a very deep breath and pull the peace of heaven into your heavy chest. You are crossing the invisible border between your painful past and your glorious future. The heavy chains of generational poverty are shattering into 1,000,000 tiny pieces. You are finally completely free from all of their evil control. The unseen enemy is completely panicking right now. The dark forces can see the blinding light of your incoming harvest, and they are absolutely terrified. They know they have completely lost their illegal grip on your family line. They are scrambling in pure fear because the spiritual authority you carry is fully activated. You are no longer the quiet victim they used to torment. You are the mighty conqueror I created you to be. A massive divine reversal is rapidly approaching your physical reality. I am setting a very specific countdown over your life right now. Within the next 72 hours, you are going to witness an undeniable miracle. It will not be a subtle shift that you have to guess about. It will be a massive demonstration of my absolute power over your earthly economy. You must get your heart fully prepared to receive it. That is exactly why you keep waking up feeling an intense anticipation in your spirit. You have been sensing this massive shift for the last few weeks. You feel a strange electricity in your hands when you pray in the quiet darkness. Your soul already knows what your human mind cannot yet comprehend. The dry bones of your dead dreams are finally coming back to life. Everything around you is completely changing for the better. I am washing away the bitter taste of your past failures. Every single person who mocked your faith will be completely silenced by the magnitude of your upcoming blessing. I am preparing a massive table of abundance for you right now. And your enemies will be forced to stand by and watch as I elevate you to a position they desperately tried to steal. Your glorious vindication is finally here. You are the generational curse breaker for your entire bloodline. The horrific cycles of deep depression and financial lack will permanently end with you. Because you stood firm in the terrible storm, your children and their children will walk in absolute freedom. You are laying down a brand new spiritual foundation for everyone who comes after you. Your beautiful legacy is fully secured by heaven forever. Every single closed door is being violently kicked open by my warrior angels. The opportunities that were illegally withheld from you are rushing back into your life with massive supernatural interest. People who ignored you will suddenly feel a strange urge to help you. Divine favor is wrapping around you like a warm blanket. You are magnetically attracting absolute abundance today. Stay with me, beloved, because the atmosphere is completely charged with raw miracle-working power. Do not let your guard down for even one single second. I need your faith to be fully active right now. Leave a comment and type the word "ready" to lock your spirit into this exact frequency. This is your holy preparation for the massive harvest. The great heavenly vault is officially opening for you. The Supreme Court of Heaven has officially ruled in your favor today. The long season of living paycheck to paycheck is completely dead. I am decreeing a massive supernatural reversal over your bank account right now, and the brutal financial drought that has tortured your family for generations is ending at this exact moment because my gavel has struck the table. Listen closely to the sound echoing in the spiritual realm. The heavy iron doors of my heavenly vault are swinging wide open. The third and final seal over your financial destiny is cracking wide open right now. You are finally stepping into a brand new frequency of absolute divine alignment where money will chase you down and find you. I am releasing a very specific financial miracle into your life today. This is not a random coincidence or a small stroke of luck. I am sending an unexpected provision of $7,777 directly into your hands. This massive blessing is already navigating through the spiritual realm to find your exact physical address. You will not have to beg or borrow ever again. The massive debts that kept you awake at night are going to be completely wiped out. You will open your mail or check your account and see a number you did not expect. Because I am orchestrating a massive transfer of wealth from the wicked directly into the hands of my chosen righteous child. Can you feel the intense pressure lifting off your tired shoulders? The suffocating weight of poverty is evaporating from your home right now. Your daily struggle to survive is being instantly replaced by my beautiful overflow of endless grace. The angels of provision have surrounded your property, and they are carrying the specific financial harvest you desperately cried out for. Within the next 72 hours, you will see the physical evidence. Watch very closely for a number containing the digits 7 or 11. When you see it, you will know that heaven has officially intervened in your earthly economy. The heavy burden of financial anxiety is being permanently removed from your mind so you can finally breathe in perfect peace. You have carried a heavy longing in your heart for many long seasons. You watched others receive their breakthrough while you stood alone in the dark shadows. You quietly celebrated their victories while your own heart was slowly breaking inside. But today it is finally your turn to step into the glorious blinding light of my absolute favor and ultimate victory. The courtroom of heaven has found you completely innocent and worthy. Those who whispered behind your back and smiled while plotting your downfall are defeated. They are about to witness my massive glory resting heavily upon your entire life. I am preparing a massive table of abundance for you, right in the exact presence of your bitter enemies. They will be totally forced to watch as I elevate you higher. They desperately tried to keep you locked out of this specific room of blessing. But no human being can ever stop what the Creator of the universe has ordained. You are about to become a living, breathing testimony of my miraculous power to completely restore everything that was stolen. Your bare hands have just been given the power to create massive wealth. You will no longer run underwater, where every single step drains your precious energy. The divine magnet inside your soul has been fully activated to pull endless provision directly to you. You will never have to exhaust yourself chasing after money or human approval ever again. I am placing a royal crown of absolute authority upon your head today. You are stepping into a position of massive influence that will change your family forever. The horrific generational curse of lack and deep depression is officially dead on arrival. Because you refused to give up during the darkest night of your soul, your entire bloodline is saved. You are transitioning from a place of painful survival into a realm of pure abundance. You will no longer beg for scraps at the bottom of the terrible barrel. You will be the one who freely distributes my wealth to everyone in desperate need. The world will look at your life and absolutely marvel at the undeniable goodness of heaven. Do not doubt the sheer magnitude of what is happening right now. Your logical human brain cannot possibly comprehend the massive scale of this incoming miracle. You must simply open your hands and allow your spirit to receive the total overflow. I am doing a brand new thing in your life, and even now it is springing up rapidly. Remember the stolen blessing I spoke of at the very beginning. The evil thief has been fully identified and arrested in the spiritual realm today. The dark legal right they held over your innocent family expired completely at midnight, and heaven is now forcing them to return every single penny they stole from you with massive supernatural interest attached to it. But I must warn you right now today, the enemy heard exactly what I just promised you. He was listening when the heavenly vault was violently thrown open, and he is absolutely furious that you are finally escaping his dark prison because he knows his power is completely broken forever. You must listen to me very carefully right now. Do not let your spiritual guard down for even one single second. Once this massive financial blessing is released, you must aggressively protect it. The unseen dark forces will immediately attempt to launch a desperate counterattack against your tired mind to steal your joy. They want to steal the miracle before it physically manifests. You cannot let them win this critical fight today. Their attack will not come as a loud, terrifying storm. It will creep in softly as a thick fog of deep confusion. You will suddenly wake up feeling an intense wave of unexpected fear. They will try to whisper terrible lies into your ear when you are completely alone because they want to break your solid faith. They want to make you doubt my holy word. Remember the hidden saboteur we talked about earlier today? They quietly smiled in your face while actively draining your precious energy. The spiritual realm has officially blocked their dark access to your beautiful future, but they will definitely try to reconnect with you very soon. They will feel the sudden loss of your bright light. You must remain incredibly strong when they finally call. Within the next 7 days, this toxic person will reach out to you. They will send a casual message or make a friendly phone call. They will pretend that nothing bad ever happened between the two of you. Do not answer their call and do not reply to their sweet messages, because they are just a dangerous trap sent by the enemy. You must permanently close that door to protect your harvest. If you allow them back into your sacred space, the blessing will stop. The massive financial provision requires an atmosphere of absolute pure peace. You cannot mix the holy overflow of heaven with the toxic poison of your past if you want to keep this massive miracle. I need you to draw a hard line in the sand. Your glorious destiny is far too important to ever risk. You are the designated guardian of this massive generational wealth. Heaven is trusting you to be incredibly wise with this absolute power. Do not run and tell everyone about the miracle before it fully arrives, because jealous spirits will try to curse your incoming harvest. Keep your mouth completely closed and guard your precious secret. Some people simply cannot handle your amazing divine elevation. Your silence will be your strongest weapon against their dark jealousy. When the massive sum of money finally arrives, you must stay humble. Do not let pride quietly sneak into your beautiful heart today. The enemy will try to tempt you to brag about your new financial freedom, but you must firmly resist that fleshly urge to show off. You are called to a much higher standard of living. I am giving you the ultimate strategy to defeat this invisible counterattack. Whenever you feel the heavy fog of anxiety trying to return, do not panic. Simply speak my holy name out loud in the quiet stillness of your empty room, and the dark forces will immediately flee from your presence. The demons will tremble and scatter when they hear your voice. You have absolute authority over their terrifying darkness today. My warrior angels are standing guard around the borders of your home. They have drawn a thick circle of protective fire around your property. No weapon formed against your financial breakthrough will ever be able to prosper. But you must actively partner with heaven to keep the spiritual gates firmly locked so the enemy cannot find a secret way inside. Do not leave any doors cracked open for the devil. You must immediately cast down every single negative thought that enters your mind. When the enemy whispers that you are not worthy of this wealth, fight back. Remind him that you are the chosen generational curse breaker for your bloodline, and your beautiful identity is permanently sealed in the heavenly book. Your destiny is deeply rooted in the royal courts of heaven. You are totally untouchable by his pathetic dark magic. The next 24 hours are absolutely critical for your incoming miracle. The atmosphere is highly volatile, while the massive transfer of wealth is processing. You must maintain a posture of radical gratitude and completely unwavering faith, even if small things try to annoy you during your daily routine. Do not complain about anything minor that goes wrong today. You must firmly maintain your high spiritual frequency at all times. I am asking you to be incredibly disciplined in your thoughts tonight. The enemy will use old memories of past failures to pull your vibration down. He wants you to focus on the deep pain instead of looking at the glorious promise that is arriving at your front door tomorrow. But you must firmly fix your beautiful eyes on the massive horizon. Your total victory is completely and fully guaranteed by heaven. You have successfully survived the hardest spiritual battle of your entire life. You walked through the dark valley of death, and you did not break. Now you must stand completely firm and protect the beautiful prize you have won, because heaven is watching how you handle this new power. The forces of darkness are retreating back into the ugly shadows. The glorious light has totally conquered the terrifying darkness forever. To properly activate this protective shield, you must take a step of obedience. Heaven is waiting for your final answer right now. The beautiful window of grace is slowly closing, so I am not sending you into this brand new season completely empty-handed without a plan. I have prepared a very specific spiritual covenant for you today. You must carefully make your final choice right now. Heaven is waiting for your final answer right now, but the holy window of divine grace is rapidly closing today. You only have 24 hours to permanently activate this specific blessing. Do not let foolish hesitation steal what I have prepared for you. The mighty angels are standing by with your massive financial delivery. They are desperately waiting for your explicit physical permission to enter your earthly life. Do not make them turn around and give your massive harvest to someone else. The enemy knows exactly how close you are to absolute victory today. He will desperately try to make you completely ignore this crucial message right now because he is absolutely terrified of your future. He deeply wants you to believe that this is just another normal video. But your human spirit recognizes the undeniable weight of my holy truth. You feel a heavy stirring deep inside your chest at this exact moment. That is your tired soul desperately trying to wake up your stubborn, logical mind so you can finally see the truth. You must pay very close attention. The massive financial reversal you have cried for is literally seconds away. I am completely ready to unlock the ancient vaults of heaven over your precious family line. The massive, heavy debts that constantly choke you will be totally canceled forever. You will finally wake up with a quiet mind and a truly joyful heart, and the heavy burden of survival will disappear. Just imagine looking at your bank account and seeing total overflow instead of terrifying lack. That beautiful new reality is standing right outside your front door today, but you must firmly show me that you are truly ready to receive it. I have fiercely fought the terrifying invisible battles for you in the cold dark, protecting you when you were completely weak. I have completely cleared the rocky path and destroyed your bitter enemies. But pure faith, without any physical action, is completely dead. You cannot receive a massive supernatural harvest if you utterly refuse to plant a physical seed. Heaven is not just hoping you will respond to this urgent call today. Heaven is expecting you to move with total boldness. You must take a bold step of total obedience before the sun goes down. Your physical action right now will be the permanent signature on our heavenly contract. It is a powerful prophetic declaration that you fully trust my holy word. I strictly require a specific act of obedience from you to permanently seal this glorious miracle and protect your future wealth. Do not let a foolish lack of faith block your massive incoming provision. You have absolutely nothing to lose and an entire kingdom of wealth to permanently gain. Step out of your comfortable little boat and walk on the wild water with me. The glorious divine favor you have always prayed for is heavily resting upon your tired shoulders as you read these exact words. This is the ultimate test of your deep spiritual maturity. I am watching very closely to see how you respond to this direct invitation. Will you shrink back into the dark shadows of fear and terrible doubt? Or will you confidently step forward and boldly claim the massive generational wealth that rightfully belongs to your entire precious bloodline? The universe of heaven does not reward lazy spectators. It only rewards the brave warriors who take bold action when the Spirit moves. The atmosphere is completely charged with raw miracle-working power right now. You can practically taste the sweet victory in the heavy air around you, so do not let this holy moment quietly slip away. Every single day you begged me to send you a clear sign. You asked me to show you the right path out of your dark financial prison. This message is exactly what you have been desperately waiting for. It is the golden key that will permanently unlock your beautiful future. But a key is totally useless if you never turn it. You must physically turn the key to open the heavy iron door today. The dark spirits are holding their breath, waiting to see what you will do. They are praying that you will just scroll away and completely forget everything I said. You must fiercely prove them wrong and completely shatter their evil hopes right now by showing them your totally unbreakable faith. I am not asking you to do something impossible or incredibly difficult. I am simply asking you to partner with heaven through a small physical action. The massive miracle is fully prepared and securely waiting in the heavenly realm. It is just waiting for your earthly permission to finally manifest in your daily life, so you must not delay it anymore. Your incredible destiny is far too important to risk with foolish hesitation. The window of grace is narrowing with every single passing second. You must move with absolute urgency and total confidence right now. I have brought you this far, and I will certainly not abandon you at the final finish line, so walk into your new season today. This is the final turning point for your entire beautiful family tree. The poverty that haunted your ancestors will literally stop with you today. You are making a powerful choice that will echo through many future generations. Embrace this massive spiritual responsibility with a joyful heart, because heaven has already completely guaranteed your absolute victory on this sacred battlefield. I am ready to permanently seal this holy covenant over your entire life today. The heavy iron doors of your brand new future are standing wide open right now. You must step boldly across the threshold before the sun goes down. The angels of provision are waiting for your final physical signature to release the massive harvest into your waiting hands. Sow a financial seed of faith through the super thanks button right now to unlock your provision. The heavenly realm does not reward passive observers who just stand by and quietly watch. You must physically demonstrate your fierce trust by releasing a seed from your own hands. Sow a financial seed today, and you will reap a massive financial harvest tomorrow. This is absolutely not a worldly transaction between you and a cold computer screen. This is a profound prophetic act, telling heaven that your heart is fully prepared. When you freely release your tight grip on your current earthly resources, you give me the legal right to flood your bank account with supernatural multiplication. You cannot outgive the Creator. I also need you to share this exact message with exactly 3 people today. Think of the precious souls who are quietly drowning in the same dark depression you just escaped. Send this frequency to 3 people who desperately need to hear my voice right now. You will become a powerful magnet for massive blessings when you choose to rescue others. Type the words 777 in the comments right now to permanently seal this holy covenant. Let your typed words be the final lock that completely shuts the door on your painful past. You are officially declaring to the demonic realm that their control over your finances is completely finished. You belong to the royal kingdom of light now. Now, I want you to gently bow your tired head exactly where you are sitting. Close your weary eyes and let me permanently seal this prophetic word deep over your spirit. Breathe deeply and let my absolute peace wash the heavy anxiety completely out of your chest. You do not have to fight this particular battle anymore because I have won it for you. I am placing a beautiful crown of divine favor upon your head today. The heavy fog of confusion is totally gone, and I am blessing your hands so that everything you touch will prosper beyond your wildest human dreams. The horrific generational curse of poverty is officially broken. It is completely removed from your innocent bloodline forever. Your children and their children will eat the sweet fruit of your radical obedience today. They will never know the terrifying sting of empty cabinets or unpaid bills. I am establishing a brand new legacy of massive wealth and deep spiritual peace for your entire family tree. You are the faithful pioneer who courageously paved the hard way. Do not forget to subscribe and turn on notifications before you leave this sacred space. You must stay closely connected to this specific frequency so you do not miss your next prophetic word. Heaven will continue to send you daily instructions as you navigate this beautiful new season of overflow. You must keep your spiritual ears wide open at all times. The long, painful night of quiet weeping is finally over, and your glorious morning has arrived. The dark shadows are running away from the blinding light of your new destiny. You can finally rest your tired mind because you are completely safe under my mighty wings. The vicious enemies who tried to destroy you have been permanently scattered by the strong wind. Walk confidently out of your dark prison and step into the bright, warm sunshine. Your giant harvest of $7,777 is already on the way. The warrior angels are marching ahead of you to clear every single obstacle from your path. You are highly favored and deeply loved by the Creator of everything. Let the tears of joy fall freely down your face today. You successfully survived the brutal fire, and you emerged from the fierce flames as pure gold. I am so incredibly proud of your silent endurance during the hardest seasons of your entire life. You are my most precious child. Go forward in absolute peace and watch my massive miracles unfold right before your eyes. I will never leave you, and I will absolutely never forsake you. The powerful covenant we made today is permanently recorded in the heavenly courts forever. No demon in hell can ever reverse the magnificent blessing I just poured over your tired life. Keep your head held high because your beautiful story of total redemption has only just begun today. I love you with an everlasting love that human words can never properly describe. Sleep well tonight, knowing that the heavy lifting is completely finished. The holy angels are guarding your doors while you finally get the deep rest you desperately need. Wake up tomorrow morning ready to collect the massive financial harvest you so deeply deserve.